I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fans on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the result. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was scarred with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, outcast it like hey ya.
Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's your man's Uncle Freezy. I'm joined by D Poetic, aka D.
What's good, y'all?
Is ballin'. So we got a special edition of the KMD, right? And it had to be done because of you, the fan, right? Fan of the Knicks, fan of the show, supporter of the show, and all of that good stuff. So let me do my KMD stuff real quick. Blue tears, orange tears, Florence tears. Right? Okay. I got one more. Throw your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care. And if you got some loot and a sticky juicy fruit, somebody say, "Oh yeah!" Hey D, what's good? What's good?
What's good, Freezy? How you doing, brother, man?
Good, man. Good. We had to do the show. Hey, I sent an email to you. I don't know if you saw it.
I'll go ahead, check it out.
So I sent the email to you because we have to get to what they call the nitty gritty.
There you go.
I've been killing certain Knicks. I've been harsh on certain Knicks, and some people have been been having questions in the comments. Right? They want to know, why am I so harsh on certain Knicks and less harsh on others? Right? So what I want to do is break down why I am so critical of certain Knicks and not as harsh or critical of other Knicks. Give you an example. I'm not really that critical of Evan Fournier. Right. Because I know what Evan Fournier is. Right. I know Evan Fournier is a placeholder for the next guy to come in and take his spot. Right. But while he's here, he has to produce at a certain level. And if he doesn't produce at that level, I'm like, okay, I understand what he is. He is a placeholder. I know Evan Fournier is not going to make the All-Star team representing the Knicks. I know this and understand this. Right. So I don't put that energy into that, but I will criticize RJ Barrett, and sometimes harshly, right? Because he is here long term. At least we anticipate that. Right.
He's a potential future investment.
Right. And at the same time, I criticize RJ harshly. And then I back off and not criticize. Sometimes I give them a pass because at the end of the day, no matter what young guy you have on this roster, RJ Barrett is the youngest player on the roster, regardless of what player you look at. Right? Miles McBride, Quentin Grimes, they're only older than him by a few months or a few weeks or whatever. But numbers are numbers, bro. They're still older. At least they were when I did the brief overview. I may be wrong, but the Knicks fans understand what I'm getting at.
Right.
So happy New Year, everybody that's joining. I am going to, with the assistance, and hopefully, D will jump in and give us his honest opinion. You know what I'm saying?
You know
Of
this,
what we,
man.
yeah, I do it. But he'll give his honest opinion and assessment on some of the things that we see, and we can give these Knicks a fair one. I was thinking 1 through 10. That may be a wide range, but it will give us some clarity, room for growth. But I'm thinking like a 1 through 5 assessment.
I was thinking ABC.
Yeah, I wanted to do a number average.
Okay.
And add up all the numbers afterwards.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
And then that way on the scale, that way we can have, we won't have to guesstimate at the end. Like, yeah, I think such and such is a star. We'll be like, based on the numbers that we gave everybody, this is what we project going forward. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with it.
So yeah. I should have been more clear than that on the spreadsheet, but man,
Nope.
I just mentioned this to you like 10 minutes ago.
Right.
So yeah. And then it probably should have been a project I've been working on earlier, but I was trying to work on it, but I just didn't know how to go about doing it in a way.
Well, what it could be done is that it could be a continuous thing where, you know, we could evaluate as far as X and Y set date, and then we could reevaluate back like a couple of weeks or a month later and see has things progressed or have they digressed.
Right. So that's what I was going to do. I'm going to save these numbers, and then we'll do a show after the All-Star break. Then we can do another one just like this after the All-Star break. Jump in and compare to what it is that we saw, because there are certain things that are definitely some things that are going to change in between now and the All-Star break.
Of course. And especially with the extended minutes and stuff like that. Absolutely.
Right. And especially and experience, experiences and high leverage situations, not just coming in blowouts, coming in real game situations.
Correct.
Yeah. So it's going to be a lot of stuff for us to look at. Sir, you ready to get into it?
Come on, let's go, baby.
All right. So everybody watching, look, I'm gonna share the screen just for a second, right? I'm gonna show you what it is that I'm using in order to do a fair evaluation, right? So this is what you see. This is what D has, and this is what I have. And what we're gonna do on a scale of 1 to 10, rank everybody in these categories, right? And then at the very end, we're going to do a tally, an unbiased tally based on our opinions of what we saw from these players this year. And then in conclusion, right, but probably about, I'm hoping about in 1 hour, right before it's 20 minutes to 11, we'll be able to do a recap, and then that way we can wrap up before Old School Knicks jumps on at 11 o'clock.
Sounds great.
All right. So I wanted to start with RJ Barrett, but I'll tell you what. If you want to start with another player, I say let's do that. Is there a specific player that you'd like to start with?
I kind of like the idea we'll start at RJ Barrett, or do you want to leave him for dead last?
Interesting. Interesting, bro. That's interesting. How about we do?
You know what I like about thriller movies? I like the suspense.
The suspense, yeah.
It's even for last.
Yeah, let's do okay. Let's do RJ last, and then what we'll do is we'll do an easy one first. That way we can kind of get the the groove of what it is that we're doing. And then that way, by the time we get to the RJs, and of the world
We in flow.
will be we'll be in flow. Right. Okay. So how about we start with Tyler Hall?
Man,
Tyler Hall is a guard. I know what you're gonna say. No data, right?
I can't go off anything with that dude, man.
Right. So but what we'll do is run through it real quick. If anybody in the chat has any info they want to, you know what I'm saying, they want to add, we can consider it, right? All right. So Tyler Hall is a 24-year-old guard, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the ball handling for his position, from what I saw in limited G League stuff, is not really impressive.
Mm-hmm.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I would based on Steph Curry Steph Curry, Chris Paul, those type of guys being in that 9 or 10 area.
Mm-hmm.
I would say this dude may be about a 4 or a 5. What do you think? Oh, you hadn't seen much. Okay, so
look, listen. Let me break this down to you now, so we don't waste too much time. I can't give you too much input on Tyler Hall.
Okay.
Or Luka Samanic. That's why you haven't heard me really say, hey, we should insert him. You haven't heard anything from me with that because I evaluated him when he was coming into the NBA in his first couple of years, but I have not evaluated him since he's gotten to the Rochester Knicks.
Okay.
So I don't want to.
Or the Westchester Knicks. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Rochester, jeez. Right.
Okay. All right. So how about we do this then? We will for Tyler Hall, we will give him a pass. But Tyler Hall, we watching you, bro.
Oh, he gonna play today, possibly.
Yeah. So Tyler Hall, we'll give you a pass for right now. Right. I'm just gonna give him the orange cone, the cautionary color, right? And for Luka Samanic, I've seen some Luka Samanic, but he is impressive, bro. I think he needs minutes, but we'll get into that later. Okay. So how about then we start with Quentin Grimes?
Yeah, let's start with our year's draft picks. How about that?
Yep. On a grade of 1 to 10, where do you grade Quentin Grimes' ball handling?
1 to 10. I will have him. Okay, you have him as a guard. That's fair. I will say for that position, from a 1 to 10, his ball handling is at a 3.
I agree with you. No arguments there. What about passing for his position? And so passing includes passing accuracy and willingness to pass.
Got it. Yeah, all aspects that involve him being a passer.
Right.
Understood.
Right. So I'll set the bar for this then. I'll give him a 3. Mm-hmm. I was thinking 4, but 3 sounds better for me.
Okay, we were on the same area. I was going to say a 4 with the potentiality of him increasing that, because I have seen him in pick and roll situations, and he actually knows how to throw a damn pocket pass.
Right.
So, and he kind of, I understand how they're using him. They're using him as a catch and shoot. Don't have the shot, swing the ball. Yeah. Well, at least Reggie would at least take 1 or 2 dribbles into a shot sometimes, where Grimes is not doing that right now. So, so I say 4 with the potentiality of that increasing.
Right. So, based on when we do this again, that number may increase.
Correct.
Right. So, how about Quentin Grimes finishing at the rim? And finishing at the rim includes all aspects: dunks.
Got it.
In traffic.
Layup packages, floaters, the whole 9. Got it.
Yep.
Oh boy. So far in the NBA, I would say that's a gigantic 2.
2. Yes. And I was thinking I don't want to give this kid a 0. That's what I was thinking. Right.
Yeah, 2.
Because if he gets a 10 somewhere else, that average would make it a 5. And I don't think that'd be fair. Right. All right, so finishing at the rim, we'll give him a 2. What about his mid-range? His mid-range scoring package.
Now, he is capable.
That is the. He is capable. Is he willing? That is the.
Well, I think what hurts him, and see, in college, this is why I think evaluating talent is so hard, and this is why a lot of NBA teams miss a make on a lot of guys, because you have to understand how hard it is for an organization and their scouting department to evaluate guys based on college to a jump to the NBA. You have a perspective and a framework, but it won't tell you the whole story. Right. So, example, Quentin Grimes in college can shoot that mid-range. And he got into it in a lot of different ways.
Yep.
But it hasn't translated in the NBA so far, I think, one, because of how they use him. 2, he's having trouble getting into his spots against bigger defenders and quicker defenders in the NBA, and his ball handle's not tight.
Yep.
So I'm going to say, off base of what I've seen and scouted from him, his mid-range is at a 5, but we have to be honest right now and assess him correctly. In the NBA, he's not able to get into his mid-range too much and stuff like that, and it's pretty much been non-existent. So I'm going to be nice and put a 4, because I feel that can go up with enough playing time.
I was going to say a 3, so I'll compromise with you, and we do 3.5. How about that? You say 4, I say 3. Okay.
All right. That's
all right. So how about his 3-point shot? And not his percentage, but the shot, the shot itself, right? The 3-point shot itself, whether it's spot up or off the dribble, can he create his own 3-point shot? Is it consistent? So it's a 3-point shot rating overall. What do you think?
I got you. Okay, so let's assess it. Off the dribble, I think I've only seen him hit 1 or 2 threes off the dribble. And that's just 1 or 2 dribbles. That means like a head fake, or, if he's catching something like on the move, I've seen him hit that twice. Most of his threes has come from a catch and shoot. So he's not creating off the dribble for his 3-point shot because his lack of ball handling. And we have learned so far in his young career, right? And of course, the jury's still out on all this, is that he is wildly inconsistent.
Right.
Where we've seen games where he'll go off and he'll hit about 2, 3, or 4 in a row, and then he'll miss his next 2, 3, 4 in a row. He'll have a game where he'll shoot 7 to 12, and then he'll have a game where he'll shoot 0 for 5. Okay. Now, that could come with experience, so I will give him a pass on that, in the sense that for his 3-point shot right now and what he could bring to the table overall, I will give him a firm 5.
Ooh, 5. I was thinking about a 7.
Okay.
Okay, so this is where we disagree. Okay. So I disagree with the let me say, I want to say it in a way that doesn't sound like, I don't want to call this dude Ray Allen, okay? So I'm trying to yeah, I know. And I'm trying to bring it down a little bit so that it won't sound like I'm talking about Reggie Miller. So what I'll say is this: I think the dude has the potential to be a very, very, very good 3-point shooter. I think right now what you see is a young kid trying to find out where he can get his 3-pointer off from, and not necessarily he can't get to a certain spot. I think he's learning to read defenses and how they play certain sets and how quickly they close out. Yeah. And so in that learning, he looks kind of lost a little bit about where he can get on the floor. And so it makes him look slow. So what I'll do is I'll come down to you right now. I'll say a 5 because we're ranking them today, and not based on the future. And then when we do this again, then we'll be able to change in the future.
Right. That's why I said a firm 5, because I feel that that's a potentiality to increase.
Yeah. So because in my opinion, it's definitely a 5+ and not a 4 something rounded up to a 5.
Correct. Right. It's a
You know
5.
what I'm saying?
Correct.
All right, so I
Correct.
got to ask you a question real quick. So a couple people asked for the link. You want to have people jump in with us and whatever, or well, you know
Okay.
what?
Let's get guys in here that are going to stick to the topic and stay on exactly on this groove and mode that we're in right now, and assess these players correctly,
Right,
and giving them these rates.
right.
And yeah, let's stay there. So I think Sam is perfectly capable
Okay. All
of
right.
staying
So
on them.
all right. So y'all listen. I'll put the link in the chat, but listen, we trying to stay on topic. So if you drift, I'm gonna boot you. And listen, don't take that as
Yeah, it's not
disrespect.
personal.
Don't take that as disrespect, man. But we trying to stay on a certain topic. We got a thing rocking. We love having everybody on. But in fairness to the people that have been commenting in the comment section on the YouTube page, we have to address this, and we just want to stay on topic, man. That's all. That's all. Don't get in your feelings if you get, but Uncle Freezy booted me because I wanted to talk about Julius Randle.
Yeah.
Nah,
No.
man. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
And another thing too is that, for example, we just had a minor disagreement, and you saw we worked through that in what, 30 seconds, 45 seconds?
Yes.
No problem. No need for a longed out debate in which we have to go over it for 20 minutes. No need for that.
Right. So moving on. Free throws. How do you rank him 1 to 10 when free throws? Should we just go 7.5 since that's what he's shooting for?
Okay. Whoa. Hold on. Slow down there. Okay, because my thing with him at the free throw line is that he doesn't get there.
Oh, good point.
Look, he's literally averaging 0.1 free throw attempts a game. He's not getting there.
Wow.
So I can't assess that.
Wow. Okay.
And that goes into what we were talking about. His lack of being able to create off the dribble and to get into spots that he wants to get in, and he can't finish at the rim so far as what we've seen. So he's a catch and shoot 3-point guy right now.
So he's only shot 2 NBA free throws.
And his whole career so far?
And his whole career.
There you go.
Okay, so if we take into account that he don't get there, man, we got to give this dude at least a 6, because he's perfect from the line. He just don't get there. So we can't give him a 7 or 8. Because,
I can't.
Yeah. So does 6 sound okay?
How about
5?
No, I was gonna say, what's that thing they write where it's like to be announced or something like that? I forgot what they say. Oh man, I can't think of it.
Good morning. To be completed later. You want to give?
Yeah, like something like that.
No, but we can't do that because if we do the average of the numbers and you count all the things and don't count that number, it's gonna bring his average down.
But I can't give him a number because he's only taking 2 free throws.
Right. Okay.
So you know what? If his rating goes down, then my message to Quentin Grimes is get in the gym, get your ball handle tight, get your moves tight, so then we can rate you on this free throw line stuff.
Right, because NA in this scenario,
yeah, there you go.
NA in this scenario is the same as a 0 because you don't have a number to grade them by. So I would. What's up, fellas?
Top of the morning. What's going on?
What up?
I would say because if we start taking out categories, when we get to Mitch and 3-point shooting, we're gonna say, well, Mitch don't shoot threes, right? You know what I'm saying? And so then we can start taking out all types of categories for certain players.
But it's different because we know like a skill set is not a skill set is getting to the free throw line. So I see where you're getting at here.
Yeah.
But if his job is to sit in the corner the whole time, how is he really getting to the line?
Because he could on a closeout, he can do one of 3 things: dribble the basketball, pass it, or shoot it. And in his case, when he closes out, he passes it.
Catch the ball. Yeah, because Randall's gonna want the ball.
Oh, you talking about Randall already?
This is not what we're here for, Key. This is not what we're doing here.
Come on, man. We just great
like
Quentin Grimes, bro.
I'm not doing a blame game. I'm just saying, like, there's people that he's gonna likely dish the ball off to other people. You know, he's being passive right now.
So he's not aggressive going to the free throw line, to the rim. That's what that means.
No, not right now. No.
Yeah, so we can grade him on his aggression getting to the free throw line.
Okay, if you want to do that, Freeze. Okay, I'm with that. If that's the case, then he has to be at a 2.
Okay.
Free throw, not applicable. Next.
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He only had 2 free throws, and
because free throws doesn't just mean what you do while you're at the line. It takes into account how often you get there. Can we depend? What happens if your three's not falling? Then what are you gonna do? Are you not gonna be aggressive going to the basket?
Or is he rendered useless?
Is he rendered you like Kemba Walker? That's what I'm saying, man. So
Okay, so that's the case. I give him a fat 1. How about that? I give him a glorious 1.
let me compromise with you because I want to give him a
How
5.
about a
Can we get 2.5?
TBS, to be announced, to be determined, something like that.
You missing the point, bro. You can't put a non-number in a average in a number equation, bro, because it's gonna look like a 0.
Right.
You can't put a non-number in a number equation.
Then give him his attempts 0.1.
Well,
Yeah.
how about we do this? D wants to give him. You said a 1.
I said a fat glorious 1.
Oh, I said
He went down.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna say a 2, just so that because at the end of the day, he did attempt a couple and he made them. So, and I know this is a very small sample size, but y'all see what I'm getting at.
That's not even a kid's meal.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
for real.
So how is Quentin Grimes' defensive rebounding? Can you depend on
He's
as
a
a
good rebounder.
So what's the benchmark for a shooting guard in the NBA for rebounds in a game? Would you say
For it to be good or elite? What's our metrics?
So RJ Barrett was elite at defensive rebounding and shooting guard last year, and I think he averaged 6 point something.
Okay.
That's elite.
Yeah, I agree.
Probably 3 or 4.
Yeah, I think
I can see Grimes. Okay, good 3. Yeah, okay, I can go with that.
3 or 4, yeah.
Good is 3, right?
Over 3.
Do you think have we seen Grimes grab 3 rebounds this year?
Yeah.
I
don't remember.
I can't
Okay, hold on.
If he has, I don't
He's
know.
actually a good rebounder, especially in college. He gets in the boards.
Yeah.
But we're evaluating him based on 18 games
If
11.5 minutes per game.
If I may, if you are the on-ball defender and you constantly got a good shooter in your face, and your job is to chase him around and stay after him, you're the one last to get the rebounds. It's the help defender who gets the rebounds because you constantly are looking at somebody. The health defender is watching, and then when the shot goes up, he sees it. If you're playing great defense, you're not really seeing the shots. You're in somebody's belly, you're in their grill, and you're just getting a hand up. It's hard to be getting hands up and getting rebounds at the same time.
Right. You got to be a special
last
dude
game
to
he
do
had
that.
4 rebounds.
Yeah, you got to be. So right now he's averaging 1.2 rebounds in 11 minutes. To me, that's not really,
But to the veggie back on a GI, but he is a very good rebounder though. But he's not in rebounding positions because he's guarding guys 20 feet out, and he's usually guarding the best ball handlers or one of the better scorers.
Right, but that applies to perimeter defenders though, not interior defenders. Right, because Mitchell Robinson protects the rim, and
of course,
and not just Mitch, but bigs in general.
They are 100%.
Yeah,
Mitch is 100% based on his rebounds.
Right,
100%.
Right. I get what you're saying. I want to give Grimes. I don't want to give him a high score right here, like a 5. I'd be comfortable giving him a 3 right here.
I will give him a firm 4.
Okay.
Because I know he can rebound the basketball.
Okay, but we just hadn't seen it.
Yeah.
Right. Correct.
Okay. All right. How about offensive rebounding?
You have that there? You have offensive rebounding?
Yep, right. Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's stuck in a corner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, but he's not
He's standing at the corner the whole time.
But
and he can't follow his shot because he has to run back on transition. So.
Yeah.
And another thing too, since we don't run a lot of backdoor, he's not around the area sometimes when shots are going up for him to box out and be in position to do so.
Okay.
So That's a tough one for you, Quentin. Because I know I
You want
know
to
he's
give
the
him
offensive
you want to give
rebound.
him a 1, don't you? You want to give him a 1, right?
I'm gonna give him a 3 because I know that put in the proper position, he's got a good base. He could box out and he could grab you some offensive rebounds, put in the position. So
Right.
I'll give him a 3 with a potentiality to go up.
So does he always
Yeah, I agree
play?
with that.
Does he always play the 2, or does he play some 3?
For the most part, well, early on he played 3, and now for some reason Tom has had him at the 2,
Right. Right.
which I
So
think
if he
personally
plays
takes
some
away from what he
3,
does.
yeah,
Personally.
if he played some 3, then opportunity to defensive rebound and offensive rebound is higher, right? And the
Correct.
fact that he still only got 1.2 is
He had 4 last game, so don't forget that.
okay. 4 offensive rebounds?
Yeah, I'm about to say, is that total or offensive?
4 rebounds. 4 no
okay.
total.
Okay.
But how many offensive rebounds did he have, if you remember?
I got it.
Let me see. Let me go through.
I don't think he had any, to be honest with you.
How many offensive rebounds?
I'm 99% sure that was a 0.
Because we were working a lot. So be defensive.
Yeah, let's go with that. Let's just I want to give him his 1 so we can move on, bro.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, let's give him his 1 right here, and then
just to get into a stat here, their 4 rebounds against Oklahoma City tied his season high.
okay.
So let's keep that in mind.
Okay. So shot contest. All right, shot contest. I'm ready to give him a 10.
Stop that. I wouldn't go that far.
10, but he's up there. He's up there.
I'll give him a firm 7.
A 7.
Yep.
I'll give him a 6.
So who's the gold standard at shot contest?
Say that again.
The gold standard. Who's the gold standard on shot contest?
PJ Tucker.
PJ Tucker is the gold standard of shot contest, right?
Absolutely.
No, I would say the French kid from Utah is the gold standard.
Who?
Gobert.
Well, he's a big.
Well, we talk about more on the perimeter defense, though. Yeah.
I didn't hear that. I just heard shot contested. I didn't hear wing or big.
I'd agree with what D's saying. Either him or you also can look at possibly OG, somebody like that.
So in my mind, Ben Simmons is the gold standard when it comes to shot contest.
Okay, there's no problem with that.
Right. So he doesn't shot contest like Ben Simmons, right? But he also doesn't shot contest like Damian Lillard. So if you want to go 7 right here, I would be comfortable giving him a 7.
Yeah.
Now with that said, anything above 8, in my opinion, is borderline all NBA type guy. When it comes to, but 7 right here seems fair.
That's fair.
All right. What about perimeter defense?
1
to 10 perimeter defense playing grounds.
I'm gonna say a 6. And I'll tell you why. He had huge issue staying in front of SGA.
Yes.
But if I put him on Kevin Middleton, Chris Middleton. Thank you. I feel that Grimes is more tailored to guard guys of that size and stature and lock them down than quicker guards.
Chris Middleton will destroy Quentin Grimes the same way SGA will. Just not.
I have clips that will show you otherwise.
I'm going to finish my statement so then that y'all can have something to respond to. That's how I operate. He will not. Well, Diz, you ready to respond? I didn't say what I had to say, so I'm not sure. Bro. I'm not sure. I said Diz.
I know that.
It says Diz.
No
problem. No problem.
Yeah, balling. D is balling.
I'm too old.
No problem.
I'm
no problem, G.
All that new guy stuff. I'm 50. I'm from Avon and 14. No, I'll never forget, Sam. The fact of the matter is this: SGA, you're right. If you're gonna grade everybody's getting a low grade on SGA. He's just that smooth. But to say that you're gonna then say he can't stick Quentin Grimes, but he can stick Chris Middleton. Chris Middleton is gonna back him down and shoot over him at 6'9", It goes clear the floor. He will destroy Quentin Grimes. And for anybody to suggest anything different, it's what he did in the NBA in the NBA championship to elite level defenders. He will eat Quentin Grimes lunch, man for man. Period.
Can I
think
speak
Grimes
there?
will still stay in front of him.
Okay, so anyway, I have clips that could show you otherwise. When they played against Milwaukee, Middleton had a really tough time backing him down and getting into his spots because Quentin Grimes has a very firm base. I'll give you another example of a player that had a hard time backing him down. Danilo Gallinari could not get to his spots and had to fade away because
I ain't talking
Quentin
about
Grimes.
Nobody but Middleton.
Well,
I ain't
wait,
talking
wait,
about
wait,
nobody but Middleton is the name.
No, but I'm bringing up the point.
You brought up Middleton. I'm not
Wait, hold on.
arguing anybody. I'm not arguing
you.
anybody but Middleton.
This is not what I'm here for.
I'm only arguing Middleton.
No, I'm GI. Listen to me. I let you respond. Now it's my turn to respond. I only brought up Gallinari because of the ability to back him down. You're not listening. This is the ability to back him down. And I'm saying that Quentin Grimes is more tailored to guard guys of that size and stature than these quicker ball handling guards that are dynamic.
I'm only talking about one name, and I'm not even talking about dynamics. I'm telling you, Chris Middleton is an elite scorer in this NBA. He gets it like Kevin KD in the mid-range. Elite scorer in the NBA from the mid-range.
And Quentin Grimes will give him problems, and I can show you clips that can prove that.
No, I can't. We got plenty of time to watch. I don't need to see no clips. I can't wait till we play him again. Hopefully, he
no
gets
problem.
that time. And then not only Quentin Grimes, I want to see other players in the NBA stop this man, Chris Middleton, in the mid range. He's an assassin, a mid range assassin.
Automatic.
And Knicks fans, but you put in a rookie to stop somebody that elite level NBA. That's the part D that you didn't respond to. Elite level NBA players ain't stopping Chris Middleton night in and night out.
But I just told you that I have clips to prove that Grimes did a good job. Listen, it's one I can only assess it on the game that he defended him, and I'm saying based on that game, he did a great job of containing him.
So I want to use your
great
words.
Job.
So I'm going to tell you that I want to use what it is that you said. You said my man.
Is it a 7 at shot contest or no?
7, of course.
Okay. That's what we want to get to.
And I had him in a 6.
But he just earlier said the man didn't have sample size, and then later used. He said McBride didn't have enough free throws to have a sample size, but you have enough sample size to.
We were talking about McBride.
Right, but all we want to do though is grade shot contest.
We're talking about
respectfully, GI. Isn't that a bit different because getting to the line is subjective as far as getting into
Hey man, we ain't have enough time to get through this.
Only sample size.
We talking about other stuff that go outside of what we're saying. And in the beginning, we were saying, like, if you come on, man, all we want to do is grade the cats on the joints. The fact that we saying bringing up Chris Middleton backing down or somebody backing down Gallinari on all that stuff. All we want to do is can Quentin Grimes shot contest or no, and let's grade how good he is at it.
Okay, good. No, we're on perimeter defense.
But perimeter defense, I was specifically responding to Grimes being able to stop Chris Middleton in the perimeter D. So I was on top.
Right. I got you.
It wasn't even meant to go this far. You agree or disagree? No problem. I have him at a 6.
You got it at 6 for perimeter defense. I gotta disagree with you, bro. I want to go 7. So I'll compromise with you and go 6.5.
No, it's no problem. Yeah, if you want to go 7, I ain't mad at you.
No. We good. We good there. Post defense. So what do we grade Quentin Grimes on post defense?
For a guard, right? Not just.
I give him a 6 as well.
Wow.
I've seen dudes cannot bully him.
Yeah. Okay. As a guard,
I think that's fair. I think a 6.
All right. So GI, I want to ask this to GI and GI only, man. Y'all respect my man comment, please. If let him get this in. So GI, if Chris Middleton had Quentin Grimes in the post, do you think Quentin Grimes could hold his own?
I don't think any player. It's not even personal to Quentin Grimes. I don't believe any 6'6" player. And the reason I'm so passionate about this morning because Chris Middleton is the example I use as to why the Knicks need a 6'9" stopper immediately. If I don't believe anybody 6'6" can stop Chris Middleton in the post because he's gonna turn and shoot over them. He's too big and too strong. That's my position.
But I'm asking, but Quentin. So
yeah,
Quentin
Grimes is 6'6". It's 6'6".
So Grimes will still
Grimes is
contest that
6'4".
shot, right?
Yeah,
6'4". Even
yeah.
he's not even
Nah,
6'6".
he's not 6'4".
No, he ain't 6'6". Yeah, he's 6'4", bro.
Yep, I agree with that. 6'4.5". Yep.
Yeah, he's 6'4". So I would say he's strong, but I'm not ready to say that he's a post defender. I'll give him a 3. D, what are you gonna give him?
I gave him a 6. Based on what I've seen guys have a very hard time posting him up and getting into their spots.
Okay.
I've seen it.
So 3 + 6 is 9. Divided by 2 is 4.5. That's wide ranging though. That's wide ranging. I don't know if I want to.
So what did you go? What did you say it was? You said a 3?
Yeah.
I'll compromise with you and say 5.
Okay. So all right. I'll go with 5. 5 sound all right. You can shot blocking. So if Quentin Grimes had a shot blocking opportunity, can he block shots?
Not from what I've seen, no.
Right. So I'm willing to give him a 1 right here. What do you want?
Are we aware that we just said that Quentin Grimes is a better post defender than he is a perimeter defender? That's what we just said. I just want to make sure that we're aware of what we're saying.
That's not what we said at all.
That's not what we said. We said that.
That's not what we said.
Okay, so we gave him a 6.5 as a perimeter defender and 5 as a post defender.
Right.
Yeah. All right. So shot blocking, I want to give this dude a 1 because he don't look like to me he can do Derrick Rose type shot blocks, or for that matter, any shot blocking. So what do you say?
I agree with your 1.
Okay. All right. So the bar is set in the way that we grade. So our overall perspectives on Quentin Grimes, based on all the grades that are available, Quentin Grimes on a scale of 1 to 10 is a 3.67.
Okay.
So next up is Miles McBride.
And some could even argue that we gave him a couple more points on a couple of categories.
Yeah, man. So we'll do Miles McBride next. All right. So Miles McBride, ball handling for his position.
Mm-hmm.
How do you grade that?
And we're grading this on being able to break down the defense, protect the ball, turnovers. We're going through all that, right? And getting into their shot, all that.
Right. Manipulating the defense.
Yeah.
Right now,
I
will like a 3 or 4.
I was going to say a 4 with the possibility to ascend.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
4.5 for me.
Wow. You guys
unless you got some proof otherwise.
Yeah,
he's shooting over his
phone. Give him an 8.
A strong 4 is good. I think a strong 4 is good.
I think watching McBride in the G League and then watching him in the NBA, once you do that, first of all, you should never talk about G League again. You should just be excited that your guy is playing in the G League. But anybody saying that there's an ounce, I don't even. There's no comparison between the two leagues. Zip.
Agreed.
And McBride allows you to do, because he go down to G League tomorrow, he'll get 40, he'll be dunking. He won't. As soon as he steps on that NBA court and brings that ball across the half court,
is there?
He's not looking.
Agreed.
Is there? So
1,000,000%.
Yo,
let me get this off.
Is there a difference between G League and college? I wanted to ask that. Like,
that's a good point too. I'd be curious.
There is.
But Big Dog, the question is not even college. The question is what we do in the NBA.
Yeah.
So even
I know. I'm just.
Yeah. So with that said, man, I'll be honest. I thought Grimes was a little better than what he's shown. These 4s and 5s, I believe I would go 5 just because.
Oh, you mean McBride?
McBride. I said Grimes again. I confuse those two all the time. I apologize. I thought McBride was better than. I actually thought he was going to be a little terror with that basketball, always trying to get to the hole. And I don't know if it's Tibbs's offense, I don't know what it is, but he's just out there, man. And I want him to do more, man, because that's part of rolling the Charmin tank is getting his confidence up. He just doesn't do enough with the basketball.
And just make a quick point, right? That's why with Luka, I'm a little hesitant because Luka could score 30 or 40 in the G League. That don't mean diddly squat to me.
All right. So
I got. So
so ball handling for the position. Y'all
I say
want to
4.
give him? You say 4. I want to give him. I think his ball handling is underrated. I just don't think he got the opportunity to showcase it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to give him a 5 here.
Mm-hmm.
But just for the sake of this, because he hadn't shown it, I'll go with D said. I'll give him a 4.
I give him a 4 with the potentiality to ascend.
Right. With the up arrow. Right. What about passing for his position?
I say 4.
I agree with you.
I didn't even hear what.
Finishing at the rim. How about finishing at the rim for him?
Oh, so we're at a 4 for his passing. Is that where we're going? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Finishing at the rim.
I don't think I really seen him attack the basket like that to probably say he attacked the rim.
But when he has gotten there, he has been effective. It's just a very small sample size.
So I'll have to say a 2 then for that.
Oof.
I'm going to say a 4 again with the possibility to ascend because he has finished when he has gotten there.
I'm going to say I saw, and I know this is going to sound nuts, but I did see the G League dunk where he dunked all over a dude, and I know the G League is not the NBA. I know that.
Right.
I know that. Right. But I thought he was below the rim until I saw him explode for a dunk. And the reason why, in my defense of this, there is a such thing in this scenario, there is a such thing as jumping ability or no jumping ability. Right. And so since I think the jumping ability is there, I hadn't seen him do it in the NBA again, and the NBA is a different place. So I want to give him maybe a 3 right here.
Okay.
With upside. Would you give him D?
A 4.
A 4. Okay. I could do a 4. I
seen him try to dunk on somebody in the NBA, which is why it got me excited. It just didn't happen again.
And he also had that ferocious putback against Houston. So it's there.
It's there, but we don't see it often enough.
And his problem is that he can't break down the defense in order to create those type of lanes for him. So it's harder to see.
Right. Okay. So let me do this. I'm working on the formula to get it to.
Can't believe people are really saying a 1 at finishing at the rim. I don't think he's that bad.
Okay. So we want to say so finishing at the rim is a 4. What about his mid-range shot?
I'm going to give him a firm 5 with the possible for ascension because he could shoot the mid-range.
Yeah.
All right. So I was thinking 3, and maybe it's the Knicks offense, but I'll compromise with you and do a 4.
No problem.
What about his 3-point shot?
It's been another inconsistent one. Let me look this up real quick. Let me look at something before I make my assessment.
I agree, Sam. A 3 would be good for him for that position. 3.
Except for the 3-point shot?
Yeah.
Yeah. His 3-pointer is not impressive. I find myself getting excited when he makes one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I know that sounds mad disrespectful. Gee, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, bro. I'm trying to give him his flowers, G. I'm trying to give him his flowers.
The only reason why I say 3 too, because if you look in the last game, GI.
Why do you say GI? I've been on mute. I've been on mute for 10 minutes.
To the panel. To the panel.
Because you gave me the Superman stare when I said 3. Like,
no, I'm talking to Delano. I'm talking to Delano in the chat. I'm sorry.
Okay. You gave me the Superman red laser beam stare. I didn't know.
Yeah, the only reason why I said 3 Freezy because he had 4 open shots in the last game with OKC and he missed all 4. Those were 3-pointers. So that's the only reason why I said 3.
Okay.
I'm gonna give him a 3 with the potentiality to go up because he could shoot that thing.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
he
let's go.
can.
So we
Yeah.
go 3. All right. Hey y'all, so listen, so we short on time, right? Because our conversations, they always get robust, right? So what we'll do is
so quick.
yeah. So what
Okay.
we'll do is we'll finish McBride, and the next person we'll do is Obi, and then IQ, because I want to make sure we get Obi and IQ in today.
Okay.
And then maybe we can do RJ and Mitch and everybody else on a different show.
Okay, that's fine.
All right. So free throws. How do y'all feel about his free throws?
Ah, boy.
Haven't seen enough.
Let's see. Free throw percentage. He's shooting 0.3 free throws attempt per game.
So yeah.
So
1.
what do we give Grimes?
So he's shooting more than Grimes then. Because Grimes was 0.2, right?
I'm giving McBride a 0.3.
Yeah.
There you go. That's fair. That's fair.
Okay.
So what do we give Grimes at the free throw line, Freezy?
Why didn't y'all start with the
Like a 1.
Why did y'all start with the rookies today? They've been playing 3 weeks.
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna have to go. We're gonna have to go 2.
2. All right. All right. Defensive rebounding for McBride.
He's averaging 0.9 defensive
4.
rebounds per game,
Okay.
and 12 games and almost 10 minutes a game.
Okay. So you want to give him a 2?
No, I think he could. He's always with his wingspan, and he was a decent rebounder in college. I'm gonna have to put that together because of such a small sample size. So I'm gonna give him a 3 with the possible of ascension.
Okay. I want to give him a 4. Right.
Okay.
I'll compromise with you. So we'll do 3.5.
I'm cool with a 4 because I had him ascending anyway.
Okay. All right. So 4. Okay. All right. So offensive rebounding, I want to give him a 1. That's what we gave Grimes.
We're fair with that.
Okay. All right. Shot contest. We gave Quentin Grimes a 7 at shot contest. My opinion, Miles McBride is a better defender than Quentin Grimes right now.
Correct.
And I think that has a lot to do with shot contest. What do you think? You want to give him a 7?
Wait. Who is a better on-ball defender? You said McBride.
McBride.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so yeah, so
he does play.
So if
Grimes does play much more talented players though, in his fairness.
Nah, because SGA was on McBride.
Yeah, I mean, I did a great job at SGA. Yeah. Great.
McBride, I think he's
so shot contest. What are we giving it? What's the number for shot contest?
With his wingspan, he has a 6'8" wingspan. I'm gonna put him there with Grimes at a 7. I don't want to say elite yet.
All right.
Since 8 was that barometer, right?
Who just said McBride is a better talent? I mean, athlete. They're right. I missed that part. You're absolutely right.
I said McBride would be a better defender because of his athleticism over Grimes. So
but we just talk about shot contest right now.
We're talking about shot contest.
No.
Yeah, we're not even into the perimeter defense.
But you guys talked about overall defense.
Yeah.
No, we're talking about shot contest right now.
Man. Shot contest.
Shot
contest.
It's okay. It's okay, Keyshawn. It was my fault.
What?
Huh?
Now I'm good. So you guys just say Grimes is better than
it was my fault, Keyshawn. Keyshawn, it was me. No.
Okay, good.
Guys, in fairness,
let's go, y'all. Let's go.
Yeah. It was me.
So I give him a 7.
Okay,
please.
yeah, he got me confused. Oh, what?
All right. So now we are moving on to perimeter defense. Now we on perimeter defense, right? On a scale of 1 to 10.
Yeah.
A 1 being Damian Lillard, and a 10 being Ben Simmons.
Yeah.
Where do you rank Miles McBride?
Miles McBride, I'm gonna say based on what I've seen so far. See, another thing too that he does real well is that he does a good job of putting the ball handler on the side of the help.
Right.
So even if he does briefly get beat and stays on the hip, he does a good job of bringing him to the help.
Right.
And so I'm gonna give him on this small sample size. I'm gonna give him an 8.
You read my mind. I'm going to give him a snowman also. I'm going to give him an 8. And that is an old Spades reference for those of y'all that play cards. So, what about post defense? And when you grade post defense, don't think about the worst case scenario. Don't think about the outliers.
Yeah, it could be mid
What if
post
Joel
too.
Embiid post up Miles
Yeah, of
McBride?
course. I mean, right.
But I don't think we have seen anybody post them up.
And maybe there's a reason for that.
I have seen a couple, and he's done very well. It's just been a very small sample size.
I think there's a reason for it.
I give him like a 4.
No, in the NBA. In the NBA, my assessment
was a prime example. The little bit he did in Phoenix against Phoenix, but then you also turn around and see what he did against OKC just this past weekend. So for that, I'm gonna give him a 5.5.
So
I'm with you on that 5.
All right,
because I didn't see that part.
No, he got caught in some switches that other guys would put him in the paint, and they weren't really doing much harm.
Right. No,
I'll give him a 6.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. All right. So 5.5 sounds like the median for us. Shot blocking.
Oh, we haven't seen it.
Right. So it's a scale. It's on a scale of 1 to 10. I can't give him a 0. So I'm gonna give him the lowest grade. So I'm gonna give him a 1.
I'm going to say because of his wingspan, that's a strong one with the potentiality of going up. Because he does have his.
I ain't seen the shot blocking aggression. I haven't. I've never seen him close out in order to hunt for a block shot. But it's the reason why his shot contest is so high, because he closes out to contest shots and not to block them. All right. So right now, based off of the criteria, we graded 2 people, and it only took forever for us to do it. Quentin Grimes is 3.67, and Miles McBride is 3.96. So based on y'all opinion of these 2 young players, y'all have a higher feeling of Miles McBride right now than y'all do of Quentin Grimes, right? So I want to do Obi Toppin real quick, because old school Knicks will be on at 11. And I want to make sure we get Obi in here and see if we can get Quickley in here. So we'll do Obi Toppin right now.
All right, let's do it.
All right. Ball handling for his position on a scale of 1 to 10. What do you give Obi Toppin?
4.
3.
3. 3, 2. 3 or 2.
Right. I want to give him a 2.
3.
D said 4.
No, I said 3.
You said 3? All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So 3 sound about like the median.
I wouldn't hate if you put 2.
Yeah.
I would totally understand.
Yeah. Passing for his position. And before we say I seen Obi Toppin pass a basketball, don't do that, man. We want to say, does Obi have playmaking skills as a passer?
No.
Wow. I've seen him in a couple of scenarios. I want to go that high, but I have seen him in a couple of positions on the court where he's made some sound decisions.
I've seen him look at Mitchell Robinson wide open in the paint and do a dribble handoff to a perimeter player.
I hear you.
Driving, giving Mitchell Robinson a dunk. So I mean,
yeah, he did. Yeah, that was nice. That was nice.
And I didn't even see him, like, when he gets into the pace, sometimes he'll make some passes to the corners and the wing that are just sound. I would say a 3 with the potentiality to ascend.
Okay. I got 3.
I got 3.
3 is fair.
Okay. Finishing at
potentiality.
the rim.
I can't find that word nowhere.
So
I got you right now. I'll screenshot it to you.
Yeah, so finishing at the rim, we want to say
screenshot it.
Yeah, so finishing at the rim is not just so we want to say that the dunk contest dunks in the open court, but we also want to take into account Obi not being able to finish over guards at the rim. So how do y'all feel about Obi Toppin finishing at the rim?
Besides dunking the basketball?
That's included though.
No, I understand.
Yeah.
But I said besides that because that's already a given that, he could rise and dunk. But as far as finishing through contact and stuff of that nature.
And creating the lane to finish.
Yeah.
Finishing with the proper hand.
I give him a 6.
Okay.
I give him a 5.
Y'all killing me. So I was ready to give Obi a 9,
Whoa.
Huh?
You
Yeah,
tripping?
you're wild.
I just
Crazy.
never
You're
seen him finish the
wild.
in the contact, so it's hard to say. You know,
Yeah,
Y'all
I've
don't want
never
to give
seen him
Obi
finish
a
through
9 for
contact.
finishing at the rim?
Absolutely not.
Come on.
Freezy, I'm with you too. I was thinking 9
I don't
too.
know how he can
A
not get a
9? That
9.
means
I
he's
mean,
one of the
well, listen.
best in the league.
Oh,
at
you did
that,
say that's
around
right,
the rim.
Freezy. I'm sorry. We'll
Yeah,
go
that's
too strong.
elite if he's a 9.
You just said you did say Freezy 8 and above is elite. So
Yeah.
give him an
Right.
8. At least give.
So
This is
how
the
is that
first
he-
year he's finishing. We give him an 8.
How often have y'all seen Obi Toppin bungle a lob attempt?
Not many.
No, hardly.
I haven't seen
Right.
that.
But I'm more judging him on finishing through
Yeah,
contact.
through contact, yeah.
And
Right.
being able to get there on his own and finish.
Correct.
Yeah, that too. That's what I was
So
gonna get at.
8 is a great number.
I say based on that, I'm 5.
Yeah, 6 is max for me. 6
I give him a
is
6.
Okay.
Six.
Well, for the sake of time, we'll go 6. For the sake of time,
No,
we'll go
y'all
6.
wrong. This is wrong because I'm gonna tell y'all why y'all wrong. Because at least Obi gets out there. There's guys that and part of the finish is to be able to get out there and get going. So you gotta give him props for getting out there. So he 8 at a minimum, got 7.
Name me a time where Obi commanded the ball in the mid post somewhere and took this man and finished through contact. Name me a time.
Good.
I will wait.
Good. He did
That's
it
why
one
you
time.
can give him a
He
7.
didn't finish on
That's why you
contact,
can
but
give
he
him a
made
7
the
there.
basket though.
He did it one time in the Celtics game when he did the move. Remember the spin move
He'll
in the Celtics
get it
game?
and
first
give
game?
it right
They said
back
one
up.
time.
Yeah, I know. So let's okay. So it's 6. Okay, so we'll
This is so
Obi
biased.
Toppin.
This is grading as biased.
They hate Obi, bro. So anyway, I ain't gonna go there. Mid range
I'm
shot.
honest.
How do you grade Obi Toppin's mid range shot?
I think he could, and I've seen it in a very small sample size. But for the fact that we haven't seen it like that, I'd say a 4.
I'm giving him a 1 because
Yeah, no way 4. What would be the 4? You said you haven't seen it.
because it's there. And if I give him enough reps, I can think he can hit that twice a game. That's why I said that.
So I want to argue. So when you say it's there, I can't.
Okay, but based on what we've seen, fine, 3.
All right,
I guess that's the potentiality.
I like the 4.
Oh, go ahead, man. My bad.
No, we have an 11 o'clock deadline. We're shutting up for easy. We got the hint.
So yeah, Obi don't have a floater, right? He don't have nothing in the mid range. I'm gonna give him a 1 based off of what y'all said. Though. I think that brings that up to a 2.5.
A 2 is fine.
All right.
Okay, so
I wouldn't argue with y'all with that.
Okay. Obi Toppin's 3-point shot. I'm giving him a 1. Anybody that disagree with me and Obi on a 1 is crazy.
Look, listen, but wait, hold on though. No, I'm bugging with y'all. Yeah,
good.
1, definitely.
That's definitely a 1. Yeah.
No, sometimes it don't even look good. Sometimes his balance is off. I'm like, dude, what the heck? But sometimes it does look good.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. Free throws. Well, how do you rank Obi Toppin free throws 1 to 10?
6.
7.
7.
You shoot about 70-something%, right?
Nah, he's shooting higher than that. Obi Toppin.
Yeah, he's like 80 something.
Oh, he's 8 or 9 then. If he's 80,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. And when you consider free throws for his position, bigs don't normally shoot free throws well. I was ready to give Obi Toppin a 9 for free throws because he shoots 80% at a position where guys normally, if they shoot 65%, they good.
I'll do an 8 on that.
He's 77.3 this season.
Okay. That's an 8. That's 80 is an 80. That's 8.
That's so. Okay.
I'll say a 7 because remember 8 is elite.
It is elite. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll go 7. All right. Defensive rebounding for Obi.
You talked about that earlier, Freezy, so I know it's low for you.
Freezy, what do you give him?
4. I was about to say that.
I'm with it.
Yeah.
Okay, 4. Okay.
I'm with
Offensive rebounding for Obi.
1, 2.
I'll give him a 5.
What?
And I'll agree with that too.
Nah, man.
No, I mean 2. Not with Sam. I don't agree with Sam. I agree with 2.
All right.
You said he can't defensive rebound, but he's high level offensive rebound. The heck though.
I wouldn't do that.
Shoot.
All right. So shot contest. What do y'all give Obi in shot contest?
3.
It's not good because he jumped too much.
He got
I'm
better
gonna
from
say
last season.
I'm gonna say a 3 with the possible of ascension.
It's not good, man.
Yeah.
He jumps, but it's not.
I gotta go 2. I gotta go 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the only reason why I gave him that arrow up is because he has greatly improved his perimeter defense this year.
But right now though, even though he improved right now, I think he's a 2.5.
I agree.
Okay.
I'm not mad at you. I had a 3, so we there.
Okay. All right. Perimeter defense.
Oof.
Oh boy. It's gotten better.
Compared to
But
other fours?
2.5 too.
I say a 3.
Yeah, 4 max.
All right. Give me a split second to do something real quick. Just real quick. I want to do the formula so it'll tally on its own.
Freezy, what you got? Macros? What you got? What you wrote up? Some macros? What you got? What you got going there with Excel, yo? What you doing with Excel?
No, I didn't have time.
At size sum functions, yo. What you doing though?
No, well, you know what? I was gonna do that. I just didn't have time because the idea hit me earlier. So right now I'm doing everything manually. So you know how that is, bro. So all right. So let me close this.
Sam, just by the way, Obi Toppin is averaging 0.4 offensive rebounds this year.
Hey, you know what? I had to throw out something just to see if y'all gonna laugh because everybody looked just so down this morning.
Yo, be doing the brigade.
Freezy trolling us on a Sunday morning, football morning. He wanted to come out and give the young guys who don't get the minutes that they deserve. He wanted to come out and give them grades. This one I'm giving to Tibbs.
Yeah.
Roll the tank, Tibbs. Play these young guys.
That's not even the premise. That's not even the premise was the thing is the comment section drove this show. I usually don't come on. I usually don't come on Sunday morning.
As it should.
Yeah. This is what the people wanted. The people wanted us to do something like this. And so, we just want to give the people what they want. So yeah. And so we want to give Obi, what's the grade for Obi at perimeter defense?
We went with a 2, 3, something like that.
I think a 3 is the max.
Yeah,
3 max for sure.
3.
Post defense.
Oh boy.
Scary.
Yo, y'all better be careful. Y'all about to grade Obi out worse than the young guys, man. Come on.
Yeah,
man.
it's worse. It's definitely worse than Grimes. It's worse than Grimes.
Nah, they're not even the same conversation, honestly.
Post defense 1 to 10. What do you think, D?
I say 1.
Oh.
Hey D, I will give you this to clean up our argument from earlier. If Chris,
we can talk about it after.
No, real quick.
Let's talk about it after.
No, it's right here. If Chris Middleton is in the floor, I want Grimes on him and not Obi. That's
what all right. So we'll do 1 for post defense, and the last category for Obi is shot blocking.
Non-existent. Is that a set? Can we put that?
1 to 10.
Okay. We can't put non-existent. Okay, well.
So 1 to 10.
Y'all lucky Sarge is making breakfast for we would not have gotten through the Sarge with the best.
He's making Obi breakfast right now.
Yeah.
You say he's making Obi breakfast?
Yeah.
Oh man. So shot blocking, what do y'all want to do with Obi 1 to 10? Say 10 being the most elite shot blocker in the league, and 1 being Kemba Walker.
Kemba Walker.
Give him a 2 then if we're doing Kemba Walker.
Okay.
He will at least block a couple.
Freezy just don't want to rate out too low. Listen,
I'm not gonna do that Kemba Walker stuff though, because we gotta rate him based on the position too. So
Jules even gets a shot block from now and then, and we know he's horrible. So Mitch gets a lot of opportunities, so they're there for Obi. It's a 1.
Yeah, 1.
All right.
Agreed.
So based on y'all scoring, Obi Toppin has an overall score of 2.96, and that is lower than both Grimes and McBride.
That's our 8th pick, baby.
And that's not fair. That's not fair.
Why is it not fair? I thought this was about being fair.
I think they all rate out the same right now. I don't think
Yeah.
that. I think they all rate out the same.
So don't forget, we're going through different aspects of their game, though, because don't forget, different positions, different, you know what I'm saying, different skill sets. So, and we're basing it on that. We just don't want to be so black and white like that.
Yeah, that's the conversation. eliminate the gray area.
Yes.
Because if I criticize somebody and you say it's not fair, tell me why it's not fair. That's what
I tell you what, especially when you talk about replacing Obi for Randall, right? If you was to do this grade with Randall and do this grade with Obi, man, Randall would be heads and heels above this guy on the black and white, on the simple black and white of it. So,
right. Yeah. So let's do quickly, real quick, and then we'll
wrap
see
it up.
if we can, yeah, and then
so
Immanuel Quickley, ball handling for his position.
Oh my.
4
or 5.
Oof.
I like a 5.
Okay.
I like a 5 too because I think he improved this year on his ball handling. So I'll go 5 too.
So let me ask the panel this, and because this I think sways the argument, right? Ball handling is for his position is tricky because I have to ask, what position does he play? Is he a combo guard, a 2 guard, or a point guard? Because if he's a combo guard, I think his handles are just as good as better than most combo guards in the league.
No way.
Right? No, I can't say that.
Yeah. Okay.
Here's what I'm gonna tell you. We don't have a lot of time, Freezy, but you can name the second ball handlers, which he is a second ball handler, if we call them combo, right? Garrick Rose in perfect world. And no, there's second ball handlers that could get 4 assists. Quickly is impossible for him to average 4 assists. Impossible. So that's why he rates low, mid to average to low.
On ball handling for his position?
Because he can't get no assists. He can't get any assists when the ball is in his hand. None.
Well, that's for passing for position. Would that be under that?
Yeah.
So what was the ball handling? Simply the ability not to turn it over?
What with that and breaking down the defense, getting into your shot, stuff like that?
I'd say a 4.
I'll give him a 5.
I give him a 5. That's fair.
All right, so 5 sounds fair, bro. Passing for his position.
Oh boy.
3.
2.
I want to give him a 1.
I'm good with a 1. I'm good with 1.
Yeah.
I was gonna say 3.
3?
2 is good.
But I'm mad at your 1.
All right,
I'm not mad at the 1.
All right, so we'll say 2 because it sounds like a compromise of the panel. Finishing at the rim.
Does that include his floater?
Don't count.
Have you ever seen him do a layup?
Then that's a fat 1.
A 1?
Yeah.
Finishing at the rim, I wanted to give him a 7.
This is miserable. Whose idea was this?
Giving him a 2.
I 1.
There's a lot of stank coming from that area today, man.
7. Where did he get a 7 from?
Hey, D, you know what it is? That Cal
his floater game.
Is that it? He's getting in mode and stuff.
Nah, his floater game is elite in my opinion.
But we just said the floater doesn't count.
At finishing at the rim?
Yeah, I'm saying
are we counting floaters or not, Freezy?
Yes, the floater is so easy.
If we're counting a floater, then that's different.
Listen to me real quick. Listen to me real quick. So if the floater doesn't count at finishing at the rim, is it going to count in mid-range shot?
Yes.
That's why I was getting at.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking.
All right. I just wanted to clarify. So finishing at the rim, I'll give Quickley a 1.
Okay, good.
All right.
I give him a 1 as well.
Mid-range shot.
Okay. But now the saving grace is the floater, right?
Yep.
I would have to say a 4.
I'm gonna go 3 because he should be finishing at 50%.
I'm gonna go with a 5.
So I'm gonna go 3.
I'm going with Gian on this one. I'm going 3.
Okay.
What do you got, Freeze?
So I heard 3s and 5s. I'm gonna go 4.
I said 4 as well.
Yeah. Right. 3-point shot.
And 8 being elite.
Right.
And he is streaky 1.
6 because
eight being
Can we get a percentage?
I am.
So at 8, I got you. At 8 being elite, that doesn't mean that's the top of the scale. Meaning,
Of course.
so 3-point shot, 10 would be Klay Thompson, Steph
Right.
Curry. 1 would be RJ Barrett.
So last year, I got you. So last year he shot 39% from 3 from 4.7 attempts, and this year he's shooting 34% off 5.3 attempts.
He's a 6.
Yeah. So he's a 4.
I was going to say a 5-4. I was somewhere around there.
Listen,
Yeah, he's under. But the
are we
thing about
taking into account shot selection too?
Yes,
That right. That's why I was at 4 or 5.
Yeah, that's why I'm at 4.
Right.
I'll go with 5. 5.
Okay, so I'm
Even
hearing
his
mostly
open
4 and
shots look
5.
like bad
I'm good with a 4.
sometimes.
Okay. All right. Free throws. That's a 10.
Yeah, no problem there.
He's like 90%.
Yeah. Defensive rebounding.
Non-existent. Can we put that?
Nah, he
okay, do that.
good.
1.
He's not horrible. He's a 4.
2.1, 2.3 this year.
Yeah, he's 4.
Almost two a game off the rebounding. Okay, I would say for his position and where he's at, I say we gonna. Okay, I could give him a 4 there.
Yeah, I give him 4 or 5
right?
easy.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So 4 for defensive rebounding. Offensive rebounding, I'm gonna give him a 1.
No problem there.
That's fair.
All right, shot contest. I want to give him a 6 because I don't think he's Grimes or McBride, but he's his.
I'm gonna give him a 5.
I'm confused with shot contest and perimeter D. I think that's why I got in trouble earlier with Grimes.
Okay.
Right. No problem. So I say he's great. He's vastly improved this year from last year. So off that, I'm gonna give him a 5, and I think I'm being nice with that.
Yeah, you're being nice with that.
You're being way too nice.
way too nice.
So you dash bring that down to a 4. Bring it down to a 4 and keep it fair.
That's a 4.
That's
Okay.
your opinion, bro. That's your opinion. Whatever you want to do. Oh shoot, I did something.
I ain't mad at the 4 though. That's the whole thing. I give him the 5 because he's vastly improved from last year, but
Okay.
it's still not great.
Man, I can't wait to grade RJ.
Yeah. Yeah.
You a bunch of haters.
Why did this thing? Okay. All right. There it is. All right. I'm sorry, y'all. So shot contest. What number are we giving? I'm sorry.
4.
4. Okay. Perimeter defense.
Goodness.
I don't think he's as good as Grimes,
Of course not.
but I think he's up there. We gave Grimes a 6.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all okay giving Quickley a 5.5?
Oh no.
No, I would say closer
Give him
to
a
a
5.
4.5, 5
Yeah.
between that.
That's a 5.
5.
Yeah,
4.5,
5.
5. All right. So 5 there. All right. Post defense.
Tough.
Non-existent.
Non-existent.
Yeah. We'll get
So
to
1.
1 there. Yep. And so what are we gonna give Quickley on shot blocking? 1.
Yeah, 1.
That's
No
easy.
I've never seen him block a shot.
That's easy. Okay. All right. So Immanuel Quickley grades out at a 3.54. So he is worse than both rookies. Based on our opinion. All right. So we got time. We got like 9 minutes. I still hadn't heard back from AD. Right. So
you want to ride another player?
yeah, let's do
RJ.
Let's do Mitchell.
Yeah, let's do Mitchell. Yeah, let's do Mitchell Robinson.
We want to keep RJ for last because we know we're going to have some polarizing differences here.
I will say this, D. RJ showed me some decent handles the other day that I said.
Oh, yeah, you're coming around.
He had more space.
Oh, you know what? Hey guys, I got something. Let's do 2 easy ones. Let's do Jericho Sims and Kevin Knox, and then if we have time, if I don't hear from AD, we'll just go until I hear from AD.
Okay.
Right, and then we'll just push it back 30 minutes.
You want to start off with Kevin first?
No, I want to start off with Jericho Sims.
Jericho. Okay, I see why you want to keep him later. No problem.
Yep. So, Jericho Sims ball handling for his position is a 1.
What?
Passing for his position is a 1.
Yep.
Finishing at the rim. What do you guys think?
I'm gonna
And the
give him a
small
6.
sample, I was going to give him a high number here because for the small sample size I've seen, he is a brute down there.
I'm gonna give him a
Yeah,
6.
he's
He's
very
I'm going to
strong.
say anywhere between a 6 and 7. I think that's fair for him.
a 7. I'm not mad
I
at a
like
7.
7. I like 7.
Ooh. So I think we might have to argue right here.
I feel like a 6 is good. 7's not. I don't know
Yeah,
because I
6
haven't
is
seen him do
solid.
any post work. So
We could
I
do
mean,
6 too, Sam. I agree too. Yeah, as D said,
That's
between
why I said
6
6 and 7. It's
Yeah,
perfectly fine.
that's
Either
good.
one.
All right, so I just got hit up by AD. So AD said at 11. And see, yeah.
We can finish Jericho.
Okay. All right. So I want to argue with y'all right here. I think Jericho Sims is an elite finisher.
Okay.
I think Jericho Sims is at least an 8 finishing at the rim. And it's because we saw real life NBA games where this dude didn't miss a shot.
We are not
Even though it was
Jericho over Obi though. We can't do that. I don't think Obi.
that's not
He has done
what
a better job.
Oh, you talking
finishing through
about in this
contact.
category?
Yeah, in this category.
Obi
Yeah.
didn't get an 8.
As far as finishing,
Did Obi ever have a game where he went 5 for 5 from the floor?
Yeah.
He has
He
gone
has.
perfect from the floor before. Yeah.
Okay.
But mostly off alley oops or something of that nature, or just driving down to the floor, or do you have to beat one man to a layup, something like that.
Okay. All right.
But I've seen Jericho finish through
yeah,
contact,
he's finished
like
Contact.
through contact.
Hey, and so the thing is, I've seen Jericho initiate the contact and finish. You hadn't seen
not make a
Obi
face about
initiate the
it.
contact and finish.
That's why I gave Obi a 5.
So the group gave Obi a 6 for finishing. I gotta give Jericho Sims a higher number than Obi. Right? Let's do 7. Does 7 sound fair? Does 7 sound fair to y'all?
yeah.
And 6 or 7 is fine with me.
Okay.
I think a 7's the best.
All right. So mid-range shot for this dude is 1.
Never seen it.
3-point shot for this dude is 1. Free throws for him.
I haven't even seen him shot one.
What's his percentage? I think he shot a couple.
Did he?
Yeah, I think he's in the 2 range.
Yeah, he did, but we don't have enough free throws from him. But
y'all good with 2, right?
Yeah, 2 is from him.
Okay. All right. Defensive rebounding.
In his limited minutes, he's averaging 2.1 rebounds in 10 games and 8 minutes per game.
Wow, 2 rebounds in 8 minutes.
Yep.
To me, that's impressive. But
and he's almost at a 1 offensive rebound.
Wow. Okay. So I would give him a 6.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. 6 is fair.
Okay, 6 is fair. Offensive rebounding.
I would based on the numbers, you got to give him a nice number.
Yeah, I was about to say, could you say the same for offense?
Okay, 6. Okay. All right. What about shot contest?
He's fantastic off the weak side.
Yeah,
weak side help. He's great.
Great. Where he uses his athleticism. But posted up, I think his problem is he falls for fakes easily.
Correct.
Yeah, he jumps. Yeah.
And so I would give him a 4 right here on shot contest
with potential.
But the weak side shot blocking thing is a gem. That's so I want to at least give him a 5 right here. Y'all agree with
for post defense? Well, what you want to put weak side shot blocking with post defense? I don't think that mix.
No, this is shot contest.
Oh, my fault. Okay, my fault.
Shot contest.
Okay, shot contest. Yeah, I'm with that number. No problem.
All right. So now we're on perimeter defense.
Haven't seen him.
Yeah, I would say 1 right now.
And that's because we just haven't seen him.
Right. Post defense. How do y'all rate him in post defense?
I'll give him a 6 or a 7.
I'll go a little bit lower because he's been okay in his limited minutes. I'll say a 5.
5. I want to say 7, and not because of skill, but just because he's a big body dude, you can't just bump around.
Right.
And plus he's uber athletic.
But as you mentioned, he does fall for a lot of fakes and stuff like that, which he does,
That's
which
what
is
makes
true.
him not elite.
And
That's why I gave him a 5.
And not just shot fakes, but fat pass fakes also.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because he's like a coil spring. Like anything you do with the ball, whether it's up or sideways, he's jumping up. You know what I'm saying? So, I would say so. So what are we saying for post defense? 5?
I went with 5.
Hey D, do you take into account the fact that he's a rookie with that, still making that kind of mistake, or do you?
That's why I give him a 5.
Yeah.
Got you. Yeah.
A 5 with the arrow up.
Got you.
Okay. All right. So shot blocking.
I've seen him block a couple shots.
Man, his ability to weak side defend is amazing, bro. And the limited minutes too.
He has high potential with shot blocking.
Because of the potentiality, which is a word. I'm going.
You want.
I've just been in many a boardroom. You could just slide in potential there. He has the potential. I'm not sure why the
potentiality.
Either way,
potentiality is a word.
It's okay, GI, no problem.
But yeah, shot blocking. We want to give him a. I want to give him a 5 right here.
I'm there. I'm there with the arrow up.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right. Oh my God, this dude just beat out Obi Toppin. This dude, if we gave him a 3.42, right? And so right now, I'm gonna put the results up on the screen. Right, I want to put the results up on the screen, and so that everybody can see how we graded these guys, and what system we used to grade. So when people watch the video later on, they'll know that we didn't just come up with random numbers. Right. So I'm gonna put it on the screen for y'all to look at one last time. AD is probably waiting backstage, so we'll move on to his joint real quick. But I want to do this. So can y'all see that? Is that too small?
A little bit. Try to make it a little bit bigger.
If I do that, it's gonna mess up the columns.
No
problem.
So let me do this though. Right. Let me do size these, and then you see what happens with. Let me back that up. Yeah. So. All right, so based off of what y'all said, the best rookie we have as of today is Miles McBride, followed by Quentin Grimes, right? Right? And then that person is followed by Jericho Sims. And then second-year player Immanuel Quickley, and Obi Toppin is last. And these are the grades that y'all gave them, not just what Uncle Freezy made up. So right now,
and we all generally consistently agree with these numbers, correct?
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, because we graded each category on this individual merit. So
there's only one thing I hardly disagree with this morning. Pause. Is that 6'4" Quentin Grimes is prepared to stop Chris Middleton night in, night out. I ain't going for that.
Nah, we
didn't say night in, night out, but
I didn't say stop. I said contained.
Yeah, and then plus, man, we that's a
potentiality, stop, contain, you know.
Yeah, these are words. They mean different things.
Right, but no, but what we getting at though is the D, you being troll, bro, and you don't know it.
Oh, I know G.I. G.I. been on it since he came in too, bro.
But what we wanted to get to is a breakdown of how Knicks fans feel about the young core, and we didn't even get to Mitchell Robinson and RJ Barrett. But thank you everybody for coming through. We got Old School Knicks coming up in about 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Thank y'all, man. We're gonna get out of here, man. I'm gonna bring my man AD on. Thank you everybody for jumping on the joint. Y'all tune in to Old School Knicks. We about to get started in about 2 minutes. Thank y'all, man.
Y'all stay good. Peace.